Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to check out the brand new improved Ozark Trail 5-piece mess kit. For those of you that frequent Walmart, you know a lot of times around this season is when they start bringing out all the new camp gear. And this was no exception. This is something that I have not seen in the camping aisle. And I thought, hey, for the price, I can bring it and show you guys, because I think it's worth it. You know, my channel, I like to feature affordable stuff. I've covered some higher end cook kits and mess kits and stuff. I like to cover the stuff that anybody could go out and get in an afternoon, even if they wanted to just drive down the street and pick it up without having to order it, without having to pay $70, $80. You know, it's just an easy, simple way to get prepared. I figure the more people we have prepared for a disaster or emergency, the better. And having something like this, being able to cook your food in your bug out bag instead of waiting 6 months to save up for a $200 cook set, is a whole lot more worthwhile when the emergency actually hits. So I wanted to show you this. This comes in from Ozark Trail. They charge $5.97 for it. So for just under $6, it is a greatly improved mess kit. Now I had an old one of these. Let me open this up while we're talking here. I had an old one of these, and it was all that thin, cheap, cheesy aluminum that bent. I mean, it warped when you cooked with it. I think it was almost melting. I don't know. It was pretty bad. I've long since thrown it out. And I figured this would be good for my wife's bug out bag, because she really doesn't have a cook kit in there. And it's definitely, you know, not a heavy kit. We can weigh it in a second. But I just want to show you what's inside. So you got your plate up top here. And you have a pot lid, measuring cup. I'm assuming that's your pot, because I haven't opened it up yet. Yeah, can be hung over a fire if you want. There you go. Okay, and of course your pan. Let's see how this locks up, or does it? There you go. So you got a pan there. And we are going to test this out. I'm going to go out and cook some breakfast in it. I always seem to be cooking breakfast in my videos. It's because I shoot them in the morning. That's probably why. Anyway, I wanted to give you a look at it and let you know it's stainless steel, so it's not aluminum anymore. It's got one nonstick pan, pot and lid, which is a 5.3 inches, one fry pan, and with a reversible handle, this is 6.9 inches. One bowl, which is 6.5 inches, and the plastic cup, which is 7.5 ounces. Definitely a space saver. You know, you can break it down, put it all together. You can choose what you want, so it is kind of a scalable kit. Let's say you only want to take the pan. Well, you know, you can take the pan with the lid, stuff your stove in there, maybe a very small can of gas. You know, you could kind of switch it any way you want. Put your silverware in there, maybe even put some food in there, or a small thing of Norse soup or whatever. So, you know, you can really switch it up depending on how you're going to be going. For my uses here, I'd probably take all of it because it's going in a bug out bag. And again, with a bug out bag, you don't know what you're bugging out from, you know. So it's good to have all your options available. So let me get out the scale and we'll weigh it really quick. And then we're going to take it outside and test it out. All right, I finally figured out how you can actually see the display on this scale. So let's pop it on here and see. Now I'm showing 14.36 ounces. Not bad, a little bit on the heavy side, but again, you know, my wife's bag doesn't really have much in it. I'm carrying the food and the freeze-dried stuff and a lot of other stuff, so with her bag having a little extra weight really isn't the end of the world. So let me go set up outside, and we will take you over to our little outdoor filming area, and we'll try it out with the new stove. All right, so I got my slices of Spam out here. I got my eggs all set up and some cheese and butter, and I have some salt, pepper, onions, and stuff in a little piece of tin foil. And I'm just going to chop this up. If you notice, we're using the new Lixada stove that I reviewed to test this out. I will probably test this out over a wood fire in a later video, this cook kit, mess kit. But for now, I figured that's nice and easy, and I got a lot of stuff to do today, so don't want to build a big fire out here. Let's fire up the stove. There we go. And I'll bring you over here and we'll take a look at everything cooking. All right, that's going. We'll put in a little butter in the bottom here. just to kind of moisten the bottom. And I have it on a nice low simmer. That's one of the things I like about this little Luxada remote canister stove, is you can keep it on a simmer like that and it won't go nuts and burn everything. Whoop. Oh well. Trying to get this off with the wrong hand. I am using my little UCO spoon and fork combo here, the titanium one. When you think about it, for about 16 bucks, because this costs more than the cook kit, you have yourself a nice little cook kit. Nice little setup. Now, the only problem I foresee with this is if you're boiling water. If you're boiling water for, say, Mountain House type stuff, that would probably be a problem, and you probably need to use the pot. But I'm not sure that the pot is big enough for 2 cups of water, so it may not be convenient for you. But if you're looking to go out and actually cook stuff, you know, and you're going to use a pan or something, this works very, very well. Now I've activated every alarm dog in the neighborhood. They probably smell the food. Anyway, let me give that a little more time, and I'll bring you back when we've got the eggs going and the cheese going, and see how it comes out. Now, one of the things I'm noticing is they weren't kidding about it being easy cleanup. I kind of let some of this burn just to see, and even with the edge of the knife, I'm getting it off, the burn marks off. So we're going to clean it up after, and I'll show you how it cleans up with a little bit of soap and water. But let's dump the eggs in now. I don't think I needed that butter, because man, that looks kind of greasy. Get the cheese ready, and throw in my seasoning. Need to get me a shaker with seasonings so that I can mix it up pretty good. I usually like salt, pepper, and onion flakes. That's pretty much all I put in here. Sometimes some garlic. With different meals, different foods, not eggs. And I need to get one of those shakers that has all the different holders in it. I'll dump in the cheese. It already hit the floor. Thankfully it just hit a rock. It didn't do any rolling all over creation out here. Alright, I'm going to finish this up and bring you back when we're done. We'll lower it a little bit. Finish it up, bring you back when we're done, and I'll show you how it came out. Alright, so there's breakfast. Tastes and looks pretty good. And here is the pan. Now that looks pretty nasty and bad. We're going to see how well that will clean up. What I'm going to do is bring everything inside, and I'm going to give this some soap and water and my scrubby that I use for my outdoor gear, and see how easy it is to clean up. Alright, so we're back inside. Everything's cleaned up and eaten, because that was really good. And we didn't test this, of course. This will probably get tested at a later date. I do have my little fire pit over there, and I do want to hang it and see how it works. Maybe with some soup. Maybe you could put one ramen soup in there, or a canned soup or something. It isn't the biggest, so don't know how it would work for, you know, boiling water for your most of your Mountain House entrees and other entrees. Take about 2 cups. And I doubt that's 2 cups. And we didn't test this, of course, but what's there to test? I probably wouldn't even save this, honestly. I have enough cups with measuring marks on them that I wouldn't probably need it. Pan, of course, washed up nicely. That's what I ate out of. The frying pan. There's a couple of scorch marks on there. But, you know, again, this is a under $6 frying pan. Cook set. Mess kit in general. You really can't worry about that too much when you're spending so little. And it's going to get used, it's going to get beat up, and let's face it, you're probably not going to... It did clean up very easily. The areas with the burned on Spam cleaned right off. So you may get a couple of scorch spots here and there, but no real damage to it. You can't really beat it for the price. And it is something good if you're brand new and you're trying to get started, maybe building a bug-out bag. You could even build an effective home cook kit with your emergency stove, you know, for a power outage kit or something, with something like this. Remember, you're not going to use it as often as you are going to use your regular pots and pans, of course. And to get started and spend $5.97, you know, is a whole lot better than having absolutely nothing to cook on. if you ran out and got yourself a little isobutane stove and you're trying to use your regular pots and pans on it. So it definitely has a purpose. It definitely has a place. Again, most of us are to the point where we'd laugh at something that inexpensive. We go out and buy something far better. But I know some of us out there that are watching this are just getting started. Maybe you're put off by spending $50, $60 on a cook kit or a mess kit, and this is definitely a viable option. If it holds up and I can wash off burned on Spam, I'm not complaining about it. It fits together fairly simply. Really not much to it, as I showed you outside. Just put it there like that. Now, one of the nice improvements of this, not only is it stainless steel, but the clip actually works. On the old one, it barely clipped and it really didn't hold. This one will not pop off. So definitely an improvement there. So if you're looking for a nice inexpensive mess/cook kit for some foods, not for all foods. It's definitely a good cook kit for some foods. I would say go for it. I mean, for $6, you almost can't go wrong. If you're just getting started, putting together a bug out bag, and you want something like this, and your mainstays of food aren't gonna rely on freeze-dried entrees, this might be really good. If you gotta boil 1 cup of water and then boil a second cup of water, and I think that's about 1.5 cups actually. When I poured 2 cups in it, it seemed like it was about 1.5 cups because I had a half cup left in my measuring cup. So I mean, that may not work for you, but for what I made, for regular foods, not a problem at all. Anyway, that's the review for today. That's the brand new Ozark Trail 5-piece mess kit. It sells for under $6, $5.97. You can pick it up in Walmart. I don't have a link to it because I bought it in Walmart. So you can just go there and check it out, or you can look online. Amazon might have a link. If they do, I'll put it below. Anyway, folks, don't forget to check out our Amazon store down below. We have pretty much, aside from this, everything we review in the store. And you can check out all the stuff that we review in the store. If there's nothing there you like, just click it, go up to the search bar and search for what you normally purchase on Amazon. It really does help out the channel a whole lot. And don't forget to check out our Thrive Life link down below. I have a Thrive video coming up in probably a week where I'm going to be cooking some more of it and trying it out. So don't forget to check that out. And a good way to get started with your freeze-dried food storage. And I thank you folks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And stay safe and stay prepared.